Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So today I wanted to have a discussion as to why aura training should be used in RWBY, what benefits it could bring to the series and the characters, as well as negatives that it could also bring if this is not used in RWBY, and what it could even bring in store for the future of the series. So sit back, relax, I hope you all enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. World of Remnant Aura taught us several things about aura. And if you never did get to see this World of Remnant, that's because it's on the Blu-ray DVD release of Volume 2, but it goes into really explaining more about aura. For example, it goes in to say what sets true warriors apart from all others is their ability to amplify and control their aura, and it also goes on to say with enough training and focus, a user's aura can turn them into something much more than just a man. Now, these were a couple of clues into some things that could have happened within the future if they decided to do this. Looking at how Atlas is getting ready to be the next stage of conflict, fighting over the relic, and there's just going to be another war, just like the fall of Beacon, and who knows, maybe the antagonist will win this time and Atlas will fall. And if this turns out to happen, then the protagonists are going to take a very big hit by the loss of Atlas, as well as its military force. And the next journey will obviously be on their way to Vacuo. Not only this, but this may encourage the protagonists to want to get stronger, to want to become better than they already are at the present time when this event, if it does occur this way, happens. So, seeing that Vacuo, for example, is a long ways away from Atlas, and if you look at the map, you can definitely see that it is a distance off from where Atlas actually is. So this could lead them into doing what they did in Volume 6 and lead it kind of more on, hey look, we're traveling to this location, and so while they're doing that, this is the opportunity that they could implement the aura training that World of Remnant Aura led on and was talking about to amplify one's aura, and that if they train enough with their aura, then they can be more than an ordinary man. So I think this could be the perfect opportunity to finally have an actual training arc within RWBY, because RWBY has not had a training arc specifically. Now, yes, while we did see in Volume 5, RWBY was trying to train, and then while we did see in Volume 4, Yang training with her father, of course, those were just moments. It wasn't an actual training arc. And then we did see in Volume 6, RWBY trying to learn to use her silver eyes. But to actually see an arc really more so dedicated to something like this, as well as going more into the lore of aura, for example, how much stronger one's aura could actually become if they trained enough with it, and how it may even enhance the individual with this specific aura training. Considering that World of Remnant Aura specifically states that you can become more than an ordinary man by training with aura, then this means that there's so much more that aura can do that we haven't even seen yet, and there's so many possibilities. Not only this, but this can make the protagonist strong enough to be able to face big threats. Because let's face it, when we look at other characters, in comparison to the protagonist characters, there are still characters out there that are stronger than the protagonist. I mean, the protagonist characters were year 1 students, and they weren't even graduates. And there are veterans that are out there that are far greater than they are currently. And not only that, but the antagonist characters have really shown that they are pretty powerful themselves, and if the protagonists want to be able to catch up, then they're going to have to train to really get up there, because we've seen the gaps in skill level between the antagonist and the protagonist, and when it comes to year 1 students, as opposed to antagonists who are well trained, it doesn't really look so good for the protagonist in the upcoming future. And if they do lose in Atlas, then they are going to need to try to catch up. They're going to need a motivation to really boost them to try to catch up. Because let's take a look at some of the antagonists and what they've done, for example. Let's first look at Neo. Neo back in Volume 2, and take a note, this is still before she got stronger in Volume 6, she was able to easily take down Yang, and she was even having a easy time whenever she was going up against RWBY. If you take these thoughts into consideration, this tells you that the gap in experience between Neo as well as RWBY and Yang, it shows you that Neo was the superior character out of the 3. Not only that, but when we go from Neo to the next character, looking at Cinder here, Cinder herself seemed very skilled alone before she even got the Maiden powers. And we got to see some of her skill when she was fighting Amber, when Amber had the Maiden powers, and she had Emerald and Mercury helping her out. So, seeing this, we certainly got to see a good level of skill with Cinder there. And then, not only that, but seeing Cinder go up against Ozpin and kill Ozpin's previous host before Oscar, it showed you Cinder's skill, and then not only that, but taking on Pyrrha and killing her as well showed you more of Cinder's abilities even after fighting Ozpin. So, looking at it, the protagonist will need a boost, and I think a training arc would be good, but not in Volume 7. I want to make it clear. Volume 7 does not need to be when this happens. It needs to be, if Atlas does fall, it needs to be after that, so the protagonist can learn and have motivation to improve and become better for the future. So, it doesn't need to be right away. It needs to be after a big event happen. And what I think would be really good is, since Ozpin has experience in the world, he has been reincarnated over and over and over again throughout the centuries, he definitely has skills that he knows that they don't, that he could teach them about. And considering that the aura training from the World of Remnant was about Ozpin, that would tell you that Ozpin could be the one to specifically train everybody in aura training and helping them become better. So I think that in Volume 7, if they have it out to where Atlas falls and the antagonists win, this should be what they should do in Volume 8, is make it more like a training arc on their way to Vacuo, making the characters stronger so that they can try to be at least at the skill level, or at least around the level of skill of the antagonist characters, instead of having to nerf characters to make the protagonist better. I think that that would be a much better way to do it, and it would be cool to have a training arc. But anyways, let me know what you think down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, hit the video with a like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, share this with your friends if you found this informative or useful, and follow me on Discord. Link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today, and remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.